Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck, and I just finished filming the reboot video to Olivia Newton-John's Physical. No, I'm just kidding, that didn't happen. But I am wearing a sweatband because I'm actually just back from the gym. So of course, after coming back from the gym, I have to reward myself with a very indulgent meal, right? So, the Instant Pot is known to make pastas so very, very well, and so we're gonna make one of those today in there. And because of the huge successes of my olive vodka, straw and hay, and of course, Creamy Chicken Marsala Pasta, today we're going to make a pasta in there for lemon lovers, butter lovers, Parmesan lovers, chicken lovers, and maybe even some caper lovers. Guys, we're making creamy lemon Parmesan pasta, and I am telling you right now that this is gonna absolutely blow your mind. This is just one of those things that just makes you happy when you eat it. So guys, I'm just gonna stop talking, and I'm just gonna get really physical with my Instant Pot, and we're gonna make some amazing, incredible, so simple, so quick, lemon Parmesan pasta. And like so many recipes, it all begins with an onion, or a shallot in this situation. We're going to be using a shallot. One large one or two small ones is fine. Sliced and diced up into little pieces like this. I want to take 2 fresh lemons and then juice them up. I also want to take a 14-ounce can of artichoke hearts, the ones that have like 5 to 7 of them in there, the big ones. And then drain them and then just like rip them up into pieces kind of like this. So you have nice soft artichoke hearts. Alright, let's set those aside. Now I want to take between 1 to 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, diced up into chunks just like this, like bite-sized pieces. Okay, let's get going to the pot now. I'm going to start by adding 4 tablespoons or a half a stick of salted butter. So let's come down to the control panel and hit the saute button and adjust so we're on the more or the high setting. And once the butter's all melted and sizzling in the pot, we're gonna now add in our shallots. And then just stir that around in the pot for about 2 minutes and let them cook in the butter. And after about 2 minutes of the shallots sizzling in the butter, it's gonna smell wondrous in here, and that's also gonna be our cue to add in our chicken. And we're just gonna stir that around in the pot for about another 2 minutes and just let the chicken get white on all sides. We'll also add in a tablespoon of crushed or minced garlic and mix that up with the chicken and the shallots and the butter. Again, we don't want our chicken to be fully cooked right now, we just want it white on all sides because it's going to cook when we pressure cook. And once we're looking like this, even if there's still a little bit of pink showing through in the chicken, we're fine. It should look just like that in terms of color, about 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Now I want to add in some broth. I'm going to add in 2 cups of chicken broth and 2 cups of garlic broth. But if you don't have the garlic broth, you can use 4 cups of chicken broth, as well as our lemon juice. And let's also add in those artichoke hearts. And by the way, the artichokes, you could totally add them after we pressure cook instead. If you want them to be a little more substantial in terms of their texture and not as soft or mushy when it cooks in the pot, I don't mind them being mushy in there because I feel like it's going to infuse some flavor into the pasta. But you can absolutely add this to the very end when we add our final ingredients too. Totally up to you. Do what you want. And stir everything around in the pot. Okay, and now our final ingredient to add to the pot is going to be, well, our pasta. And the pasta that I've selected for this, guys, is a mezze penne, which is basically like a mini rigatoni, or sometimes it's called penne rigate. It's like a mini rigatoni. They're tiny little pieces, and they're perfect for this. They're gonna cook really well in the Instant Pot, and I like the little tubes in there, so all the sauce gets inside. It's gonna be great. All right, guys, we're gonna add in an entire pound box of mezze penne or penne rigate. And now I do not want to stir my penne up with everything. I just want to kind of press it down so it's submerged in our liquid. That's all that I want to do. Just make sure it's nice and submerged under the liquid. No need to stir with everything else. And in fact, I wouldn't suggest stirring it with everything else. So just smooth it out. And when we're looking like this with pretty much all of our pasta submerged under the broth, we are good to cook. So I'm going to put my lid on top. Make sure that I'm in the sealing position. And now let's come down to the control panel and hit the keep warm cancel, or just the cancel button if you only have the button that says cancel on it. And now we're gonna hit the manual or the pressure cook button, and we're gonna go for 6 minutes on high pressure. That's it, guys. And now that we're done, we're gonna do a quick release. And our pin drops, so the lid will come off the pot. And there's our perfectly cooked pasta. Okay, now let's stir everything up together in the pot. You'll see that a lot of the broth will have been absorbed by the pasta, but it's gonna be unbelievable. And once we've given everything in the pot a good stir, we're going to add in a few final ingredients. I'm gonna add in 1/3 cup of a heavy cream or a half and half, as well as a cup of grated Parmesan. And we're gonna stir all that up together, guys. And this is what's making the pasta come all together, guys. That Parmesan and some of that cream, and look at how beautiful. Beautiful. And if you didn't add in the artichoke hearts before we pressure cooked, and therefore they're gonna be a little more substantial and meatier, add them in now with everything else. With the Parmesan and the heavy cream, or the half and half. Okay, so now we have an option to add some capers to our pasta, which I think is going to be amazing. But some people might not be into capers. They almost taste like mini olives, if you will, with no pits or anything like that. And we can pour this in right now to our pasta and stir it in, or you can just serve it in individual bowls and top it off with some capers. So I'm going to add the capers in, and then stir them up with everything else in the pot. And this is about 1/4 cup worth of capers, by the way. All right, guys, let's serve this up. And let's put some pasta in our bowl. Go. And there we have it, our creamy lemon Parmesan pasta. Oh boy, let's try it out. Look at this pasta, guys. I am so excited to try it out. Here we go. Some chicken in there, some capers. I got it everything here. Artichokes. I have a secret to share with you. This is amazing! The lemon, the cheese, the capers, the chicken, the artichokes, the pasta. Cooked to absolute perfection. Creamy, smooth, not too heavy tasting, believe it or not, but just the most amazing flavors coming together. I mean, if you like chicken piccata or chicken francaise, there is no way you're not going to be obsessed with this pasta. It's literally right up there with the chicken marsala pasta in terms of how incredible it is. And again, the Instant Pot makes pasta so incredibly well, and you don't have to drain it. It makes everything at one time. It cooks the pasta and it infuses it with an amazing flavor with whatever is in the pot. Everything is perfect in this dish. It's a perfect dish. You guys are gonna absolutely go crazy for this dish, and so will your family. If you like lemon, if you like cheese, and if you like pasta, this is a dish for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my recipes, go to pressurelockcooking.com. Each and every recipe has a video to go along with it, so you have no questions. And if you do have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm very responsive. You can also pin any recipe to any board on Pinterest. Go to facebook.com/pressurelockcooking, and of course, like that page for any new recipes that drops, like this one. Share them out to everybody. Let everyone see what a rock star cook you are when you make these easy and awesome dishes. And of course, at Pressure Luck to subscribe to me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, all of that stuff. I mean, guys, just look at this pasta. Look at how creamy and ooey and gooey and delicious it is. And guys, when life hands you lemons, make lemon Parmesan pasta.